Greetings, this is PJ Jordan, and I'm giving you an overview of my Private Detective, Private Security Contractor Study Guide Kit that is available for the March 8th, 2014 State of Illinois exams for licensing. First, let's go through what's on the CD or USB drive, whichever you prefer. First, I have some audio files here. These audio files are for the Illinois eavesdropping statutes. I have 3 files in audio form. This first one is called the Eavesdropping Summary. All 3 are updated for 2014. Here's a little sample.
Eavesdropping device definition. An eavesdropping device is any device capable of being used to hear or record oral conversation or intercept, retain, or transcribe electronic communications, whether such conversation or electronic communication is conducted in person, by telephone, or by any other means.
The best way to use these audio files is when you're commuting back and forth from home to work, vice versa, or just traveling on the road with your iPod or your MP3 player. Listen to these files over and over and over to get some familiarity with the eavesdropping statutes. We have 3 different files. Next here is the Illinois Handbook for State Government. This, of course, is an overview of the state of Illinois. Includes a table of contents which talks about federal politicians, federal laws, Illinois government, the executive branch from the governor on down, and listing the lieutenant governor, secretary of state, controller, etc., legislative branch, judicial branch. There are questions on the exam specifically regarding the judicial branch, circuit judges, how many judicial districts, that sort of thing. Now, this is just a supplement to what you will have in the test questions and answers that I have included in the kit. But just for your overview and for your reading, the information is included here. And this is one of the sources that is listed in the State of Illinois Study Guide. Next, I have hard copies of those eavesdropping statutes. Again, this is taken from the 2014 Illinois General Assembly website for you to review if you like. What I have done is I have gone through these sections and captured what I think are pertinent questions and answers and included them in your kit. The next thing here, this is updates that pertain primarily for private detective and private security contractor candidates. This is included. It's 104 pages. I have gone through this and teased out the pertinent information for private detectives and private security contractors. The way this works is the updated information and new information is underlined. Like here, for example, Act is repealed on January 1st, 2024, 10 years from now. And these are the sections that have been modified. Here is a new section. Advertisement means any public media, including printed or electronic material. Now, the other thing that they have done is they have stricken information that is no longer pertinent or that is deleted. So here, advertisement shall include any material disseminated by printed or electronic means or media. What that means is, with the lines drawn through this is no longer pertinent. It has been deleted. So this is 104 pages. It is not just for private detectives and private security contractors. There is information here for private alarm contractors, for fingerprint vendors, and locksmiths. Here I have created files for all of the business rules and the JCAR, or Joint Committee on Administrative Rules and Regs, for PIs. I have all of this here, but again, I have gone through and created questions and answers, but if you need something you want to look at or refer back to, it's all listed here. And then last but not least, here are the exams that I have created. I have, let's see how many exams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 different exams. And each of these exams covers a different area. The first one here, federal laws and U.S. Constitution. The number you see at the end indicates how many questions and answers are included on that exam. So here I have 22 questions and answers. Let's pull that out. So here I start out with information explaining and describing how these question and answers are listed here, and then the prefixes and their definitions, and then the questions. The answers are highlighted in red. If you printed this on black and white paper, then you wouldn't be able to see this. And so that's a way that you can test yourself. The best way to use these items is to test yourself over and over and over, and then come back and check your answers against the answers that are listed here in red. And I have for private security contractors, here's an exam that's 101 questions and answers, and this covers both the Fisher and Collins textbooks. 101 questions and answers from all chapters in both books. And for private investigators, here is the criminal investigations textbook material. Illinois criminal law, here's a test for that. This is 92 questions covering everything from the definition of theft to the definition of fraud and concealed carry. There are some questions that I added here to cover the newly created concealed carry laws in the state of Illinois. And then there is a 41 question and answer test for just for the rules and regs. And then the last thing that I've included here is a progress report. The best way to use this document is to track your progress. That is how you make progress. That is how you see how you're doing. You use a daily progress report. This one starts day 1 and ends day 60. Day 60 should be right around March 7th or 8th. And my advice to you is to do something every day. So what we have across the top here would be the days, and then the next column shows the minutes, the number of minutes you should be devoting to your daily practice or study. So here it starts low because it's important not to overdo it. The best way to prep for an exam like this is to prep like you would for a marathon or for a 10K. You start slow, you start gradual, and then you build up. So that's what we do here. 20 minutes a day, and what you're going to do is you have different areas that you're going to practice. Here, let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see what these are. We have number of practice exam questions attempted, and so if you attempted 50 questions, you put that number here, and then here you will put the number that you got that you answered correctly. The same thing for flashcards. It is essential that you create your own flashcards, and all you're going to do in that process is take some 3x5 index cards, put the question on one side and put the answer on the other side. This is a valuable technique because it helps with your retention and doing it over and over and over. So anyway, you want the number of questions you attempted, the number you got correct. The same thing for your reading. How many pages did you read from the Collins textbook? How many pages did you read from the Fisher textbook? And then last but not least, how many sections or pages that you read from the JCAR rules. And this is something that you're going to do every day. You need to practice every day, to devote a certain block of time to your practice, but don't overdo it. You don't want to get worn out or stressed out, and I have plenty of suggestions as to how you can do that. Anyway, this has been a review of the CD that I have available, $349. Give me a call or you can email me. PJ Jordan is my name. My number is 224-238-7848. If you want a sample, if you want me to send you via email some of these documents for your review, I'll be glad to do that. Just give me a call. All right, friends. Talk to you soon. Oh, last but not least, deadline for your application to the state to take the test is January 22nd. All right. Peace.